guitar creak like old floorboards. I'm at a cry soft and long, like he carried generations inside every song. That delta wind keeps blowing through the corners of my soul. A blues man and his music still trying to stay whole. Life carved deep lines upon him, but music is the load. Every tune became a lantern along a dark, hard road. Folks pass by without listening. Still he played till break of dawn, because a blues man without music feels like a train gone wrong. And somewhere past the silence, beyond the pain and scars, the harmonica kept shining like moonlight through the dark. Greenbound porch with a roll of smoke, rocking that chair while the old wood groaned. Sun sing low behind cotton fields, nighttime coming slow and real. Old guitar lay across his knee like a worn-out Bible full of memories. Every slide note cut through the dust like rusty rails in southern dust. Blow that monica soft and low, like a river where the old souls go. Every note got pain inside, every chord keep hope alive. Daddy worked hard at the break of dawn, steel-toe boots and a flannel on. Mama packed meals with tired hands, fuel for the hearts who Grandpa smiled through tobacco haze, said life burns fast like August days, but music keeps the spirit warm through every loss and every storm. Now the stars come out above that porch, and the night wind carries his voice. Every old blues line still remains inside my blood and inside these veins. Blow their monica one more time for the broken hearts and railroad. Grandpa's song still carry me home through every road I walk alone. Rocking chair still creaking slow, while the Mississippi moonlight glows. Grandpa rolled tobacco one more time and watched the sunset fade, rocking slow beside the porch rail where generations prayed. Then he strummed those rusted strings till the whole night seemed to sigh. Every blues note told a story words alone could never hide. Rocking chair and rusted strings, old harmonica cried songs about my daddy's road and the hard way men survived. Now I'm older and I understand why Grandpa played so long. He was handing down our history inside every song. Crickets sing beneath the moonlight, freight train rolling far away. Grandpa's voice still fills the silence, though his soul has gone away. And when life becomes too heavy, I still hear those southern blues pass from Grandpa to my father, then from my father on to me. rail, smoke in the air. Train keeps moving like it just don't care. Men come and go through these old towns, leaving echo behind. Rust keeps growing on forgotten steel. Same way old heartbreak slowly feels. Time don't heal, it changes shape till pain becomes your name. Reflection in a station glass, didn't recognize a man who passed. Guess every mile steals something away and leaves something else to stay. Train whistles fading through the dark, still ring inside my heart. Sun came burning through the morning haze. Daddy walked slow through the cotton maze. Heavy white sack dragging through the dirt. Sweat rolled down through his faded shirt. Old field crow cried across the sky. Mama whispered prayers nearby. I was young but my eyes could see. Hard time grow like weeds run free. Cotton sack on daddy's back. Life kept pushing but he pushed back. Poor man's hands torn and black. Still carried love through every crack. Evening came with a blood-red sun. Daddy still worked when the day was done. Sat on the porch with tired bones. Played slide blues in a weary tone. The guitar cried what the words could not. Every dream life never bought. Still he smiled through all the strain. Like thunder singing through the rain. Strong men bend but don't break down. Roots grow deep in southern ground. Daddy's blues still echo through them fields. Mama hung the washing by the river line. Daddy broke his back in the field by 9. I was barefoot running through the Delta clay, trying to outrun hunger day by day. Old hound barking about a shotgun shack, train smoke rising from the railroad track. I asked the preacher why good men cry. He just looked down and said, son, we all die. Now I rock slow on this porch at night, watching fireflies drift in the pale moonlight. That old slide guitar moans soft and low, like every hard road I used to know. Ooh. I seen flood water swallow old dirt roads, seen mules collapse beneath heavy loads, seen boys turn mean from an empty plate, and women grow old while they stand and wait. Back then I thought life owed me more. Now I know what suffering's for. Every scar got a tale to tell. Every prayer pulled me out of hell. Home on no good crying through the cypress trees. Summer wind humming memories. The wheel keeps turning, don't ask me why. One day you're born, next day goodbye. Next day goodbye. Now the porch wood creaks beneath my feet. Same old heat, same dusty street. But I finally learned what the old folks knew. Life keeps rolling whether it remembers you. Daddy's hands looked older than stone. Worked those cotton rows till skin was gone. I followed close through the muddy land, trying to grow into a man. Daddy chopped wood half the night. Bills stacked high by the cabin door. Still they kept pushing for more. Like they knew our heavy fate, and the fields rolled endless wide under moonless southern nights. I watched Daddy age too fast under burdens built to last, but he still laughed now and then like broken men still can. I wanna blow howling through humid air, slide guitar cutting like despair, and the rhythm pounds deep and low like old wheels moving slow. Still hear Daddy down the line, swinging steel through dust and heat to keep us all eating. Oh, blues man on the back porch, guitar worn thin by time. I'm audible crying through the evening like sorrow turned around. Dust drifted down the highway, train whistle far away. Every chord he played at sunset sounded like hard years to me. He said the blues ain't just music, it's scars that learn to sing. A guitar full of memories and pain inside the strings. That harmonica kept calling like a cold delta wind. Every note carried survival from where his life had been. storms and broken dreams. Still somehow that old guitar made suffering sound clean. Now I hear that porch at midnight whenever life gets hard. The bluesman left his spirit inside those old guitar chords. Moonlight shining on rusted tin. Same old world we living in. Leaks every time it rains, just like hearts hold old pain. Nothing built down here will last. Everything becomes the past. Moon over rusted tin still shines where it always been. Maybe life ain't made to stay, just go and fade away. Old dog sleeping by the screen door, too tired to bark no more. Even sorrow grows old someday, then drifts like smoke away. Stars above the muddy land still don't care who owns the sand. Moon over rusted tin makes a broken world feel thin. Every soul beneath that light trying to survive the night. Moonlight soft on weathered steel, only quiet left to feel. rooster cried. Pulled old work boots on, half asleep outside. Cold elder mud stuck thick like glue, but that cotton field still needed plowing through. I was 7 years old with a flour sack drag, sweat running down through a shirt full of rags. Sun beat hard on the back of my neck till my bones felt bent and ragged. Just worked us till we barely stayed alive. Mama yelled supper through the screen door frame. Daddy barely spoke, too tired for his name. Hands cracked open like dry river land. Still picked cotton with those iron hands. Train smoke drift across the evening sky. Every poor man wondered why. The wrist slept clean while the field hands bled, dreaming over cornbread. I sit where the porch light burns, thinking how a hard life turns. But every note this guitar brings still smells like cotton strings. Mama kept beans warm on the stove. Daddy patched boots when the cold wind blew. I watched freight trains cut through town, wondering where they all rolled to. We had one room and a leaking roof. Daddy's hands were cracked from truth. Mama hummed old gospel songs, teaching me how to stay strong. Boxcar dreams and delta dust, learn young how to survive or bust. Every mile and every scar made me who we are. I seen drunks collapse outside the mill, seen little boys grow bitter still, heard harmonicas through midnight fall, echoing deep beside the bog. That train kept moving year by year, same as sorrow, same as fear. And someday I learned with age, you can't outrun life's stage. dark, slow at dusk, guitar strings worn down with rust. Still hear them engines far away, like my childhood yesterday. Water breaking light, nothing stays still tonight. Saw my reflection drift apart, like old pieces of my heart. Current twisting every line, changing yours and changing mine. Crack river mirror rolling free, never shows the same old me. Life bends shapes and pulls us wide, like the turning tide. Dancing on muddy waves, like memories we cannot save. Hands reach down but lose the form, like calm before a storm. Shade. Crack river mirror flowing on, even after we are gone. Water keeps reflecting skies, while old echoes die. Dark and slow, where it ain't nobody knows. I'm living on a winter bus, small town quieter than in the woods. Dust blows slow across the yard, everything felt cold and dark. Then I saw by the old front door Daddy's work boots like before. Mud still dried along the side, like it just stepped out tonight. Those old shoes by the door ain't walking anymore, but every crack and every stain still carry all this pain. Mama cried while the heater hummed and TV glowed, but the sound gone numb. Grandpa's blues still on cassette, playing low through cigarette breath. I touched the leather worn and thin, thought about the man inside them. Every mile, every sacrifice hidden in those old work lines. Funny how the smallest things can break a heart in ways unseen. Not the grave, not the church bell sound, just empty boots on the ground. Those old shoes by the door, still waiting like before. And every night I pass them by, feels like saying goodbye. Mama had that kitchen window facing rows of cotton white. Every evening she'd stand silent, watching fading Delta light. Never knew what she was carrying behind them tired, distant eyes. Now I'm standing where she stood, Lord, finally understanding why. That window keeps on holding all the dreams she never said. Sometimes love looks just like silence and sleepless nights instead. Daddy thought she watched the harvest, thought she watched the weather roll, but I think she watched her whole life disappearing slow and cold. Moonlight laying on them cotton rows, same as back when I was small. Funny how one empty window can say more than words at all. That window keeps on holding all the dreams she never said. Sometimes love looks just like silence and sleepless nights instead. Winter crept through the cabin cracks. Grandma laid that quilt across our backs. Hands stitched slow through pain and years. Thread held wounds and hidden tears. Fire burned low in the rusty stove. Snow fell hard beyond the road. Still somehow we slept alright, wrapped in Grandma's love each night. Grandma's quilt by wintertime, soft old threads through the hard cold nights. Poor folks survive through simple things, love so deep and worn out strings. Years moved on and Grandma passed, but that old quilt still somehow lasts. Every patch and every seam carries old forgotten dreams. Now when cold winds shake my bones, I don't feel completely alone. 'Cause somewhere in them faded lines, Grandma still holds me tonight. Some people leave money behind, some leave warmth that outlives time. Your quilt still keeps me warm. Daddy came home as the sunrise burned. Another hard night finally turned. Boots all muddy, jacket soaked, and still smelling steel and smoke. Mama waiting by the kitchen light, coffee cold from passing time. Still smiled soft when he walked in slow, like that little house was gold. Cold coffee at sunrise, tired love and weary eyes. Ain't no diamonds, ain't no fame, just two hearts keeping faith. Grandpa humming from the porch outside, playing low on a bottleneck slide. Rain drips soft from the roof above. Everything smelled like working love. Daddy held mama's work one hand. No big words, no fancy plan, just silence warm as summer rain, washing off another day. Years gone by and both are gone, but some mornings before the dawn, I still smell coffee in the air and feel their quiet love somewhere. Cold coffee at sunrise still brings water to my eye, 'cause real love don't shout or shine, it just stays